Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshai, Bashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all out there. Shalom. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, Another Reason Why You Need to Go into the Root Words of the Bible, of the Scriptures. In other words, if you read from the Old Testament, certain words you may have to go into the root. What's the root of that word? To get a more I would say perfect or detailed word. Like, for example, the word mark. How many times is mark written in the Old and New Testament? It has to be hundreds of times, maybe 1,000 or more. So what these individuals do is they'll take the word mark from Revelation 13:16, then they'll go to other scriptures that say mark, and they'll say, see, this is what the mark in Revelation 13:16 means. See, it's right here. Like recent example is General Nathaniel. He had came across a new precept to back up his claim concerning Revelation 13:16, to say in not so many words that the word mark in Revelation 13:16 is actually the word sin, and here's the proof. Revelation 17:4, and here's some more proof. Job 10 verse 14, and it says something to the effect, I'm not going to go to it. Job is saying, if I sin, the Lord marketh me. So he said, see, that shows you that the mark is the sin. Well, the word mark in Job and the word mark in Revelation 13 are two completely different words. That's why it's important to go into these root words. I want to say something else concerning King James. A lot of you don't know, and you should know this because somebody will roll up on you, ask you about the king. What Bible you read out of? The King James. King James of what year? 1611. When was the first king? What year was the first King James put out? They might say 1611. That's what it says. Yes, but what was the first King James version? What year was that put up? Like I said, 1611. What you talking about, brother? Is this a trick question? No. But let me phase it. Let me ask the question this way. Was there a King James Version Bible written and published before 1611? No, 1611. Okay, are you? It's obvious that you're not aware. See, we're analyzing things. We analyze a lot of things what people say. So to just listen to what the guy said, oh, I like that, what he said, I like that video. You got to learn how to analyze. Analyzing is to go, anal is to go inside of something. You got to go from the macro to the micro when it comes to these scriptures. You can come across a word in the King James, you go to the blue letter, you go to the concordance, and you look up the root word. That's going into the micro. See, General Nate is giving you the macro. You want to go deep, you got to go to the micro. So you have to analyze. You have to put your analyzation, I guess the word is, cap on. Analytical cap on. Your scholarly cap on. Your Church of Berea cap on. So anyway, it says here, which Bible is the original Bible? By the way, the King James, I'll say it again, the first translation of the King James Version Bible was in 1604. And what happened from 1604 to 1611? You had those scholars, 47 scholars. They had to go back and forth for a period of 7 years. 04, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 7 years. They had to go back, these Hebrew and Greek scholars and Aramaic scholars, or Syriac. That's the language of the Babylonians or the Assyrians. And then they said, okay, we got it right this time. Now, King James made a statement. He blessed the fact he blessed the fact that a more perfect King James Bible was written than the one in 1604. And he made a statement. He said, but in the future, and I'll read it one day if my red letter ain't missing the first page. He said, in the future, someone or a group of someones have to get together and make a more perfect translation of the scriptures. So he's saying, even though we had these 47 scholars of 1604 to 1611, he said this is together, but somebody got to go deeper. Okay, they got to go. He made that statement. That's what King James made that statement. So keep that in mind. So now this comes up. Which Bible is the original Bible? The answer is Codex Sinaiticus. Sinaiticus, the Sinai come from the word Sinai, from Mount Sinai. It says Codex Sinaiticus. How many of you knew about the Codex? So you want to mess up a Christian? So what do you know about the Codex Sinaiticus? It says the earliest known manuscript of the Christian Bible, meaning the Old and New Testament, which includes the Apocrypha, compiled in the 4th century. That was in the 300s AD. Anytime you have a century, if you don't know, if right now it's 2024, right? Which is known as not the 20th century, but the 21st century. So the 4th century would be the 300s AD, CE, Common Era. In 1844, 43 leaves of a 4th century biblical codex, a collection of single pages bound together. That's a book. Your modern book is pages bound together. In the ancient world, you had scrolls. Even during the time when Jake was in the Dark Ages, they had scrolls. Along one side were discovered at St. Catherine's Monastery at the foot of Mount Sinai, hence the name Sinaiticus, August 2004. So this was found out a couple of days ago. Let me do something. Let me go to St. Catherine's Monastery. Let me do this, Mount Sinai. Let me do it this way. I'm gonna get ready to go. Okay, here we go. St. Catherine's Monastery, Mount Sinai. Hey, these Edomite scholars, they take these scriptures, the Bible and all that, they take this thing very seriously. So let me click on that. So you can ask a brother, where's your Codex Sinaiticus? What you talking about, brother? St. Catherine's Monastery. St. Catherine's Monastery, which is in Mount Sinai. It says monastery in Egypt. The Sinai is, you got Egypt, you got the wilderness of sin. We was in there for 40 years. Then we went north to our promised land. Okay? So it's important. You just can't open up the King James and read a scripture. Okay, there goes the word Mark. Let's go to another scripture that says Mark. It means it said no, it does not. That's weak scholar. That's not even scholarship. That's just weak. That's weak source. That's not scholarship. Scholarship, a scholar will laugh you to scorn, man. General Nate, you've been going to the Bible Hub. You started going to it because you see me always go to it. So you're trying to get deep. But when you tell me that going from Revelation 13 to 16 and then jumping, and you just recently found this, and we analyze everything. We listen to all your videos, man. Now let's go to Job 10 and 14. If I sin, the Most High marketh me. But I thought sin was the mark. How can the Most High mark you when you already got the mark? And the word mark in Job 10 and 14 is the word Shema. The word mark in Revelation 13 and 16 is the word charagma. And a charagma is a physical thing. The root of that word is charax. And the root of charax is grapho, writing. So that's all I'm going to say. You got to put that cap on. Stop trying to. You got people that'll believe anything you say, and we call that a spell. We call that bewitching somebody. You bewitch them. You put a spell on them. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Because we ain't tolerating, what's this guy? Screaming Jay Hawkins no more. I think that's going to be a part of the title. We ain't tolerating Screaming Jay Hawkins no more. With that, I'm going to say shalom. You know you got to be a little funny. Attempt to be funny.